Hey, if you're a divorced dad and you feel like that connection with your kids isn't what it used to be, I get it. I've been there. But here's the good news. Listen closely. You don't need hours of extra time to rebuild the bond. I'm going to give you three simple things that I do every single time my kids are here in the house, every single day. It transformed my life, it transformed their life, and it really got me out of thinking toxic thoughts. So I'm going to give you those three. I'm going to tell you what I did after divorce, and then what you can do, obviously, to get you through it and get you on top of it, right? So, because you're going to be feeling toxic thoughts, right? Guilt, you lost this, you losing this time, you can't be a great dad anymore, you ruined their life. And I'm just giving you thoughts from me. That's just thoughts that I had, let alone what you're dealing with. But I needed a system. I want to give you this system. It's repeatable. It's something that I now, once I created the vision for where I wanted to go, and this is what I do with all my clients, once I created that vision, it allowed them and allows you to know that you're on the right track, going to the place where you want to go, becoming the man that you want to become, right? Leading your children like the way you want to be led, because that they should be led. And you're doing that because now you have a system. Now you have a playbook. Now you actually have the vision for what you can control. Can't control everything, but you can control this. So I want to give you those three. They're repeatable. Uh, it's something that you can do. And without the system, let me tell you what happened. Without the system, this might be where you're at. You're just led by your feelings. And your feelings, I'm going to tell you, if you're like me, I can be emotional. I can have great highs. I can have great lows. I can feel roller coasters. I don't want that. I want to be feeling, I want to be on purpose in mission without my feelings, because your feelings are going to go all over the place. So when the system, habits will take you places where motivation runs out. Motivation, uh, in something, or inspiration, it's like milk. It has an expiry date. You need systems, habits, formulas. That way, every single time your children are in your house, you know exactly what to do. Listen closely. Here's number one. Okay, you want them to feel connected. You want them to feel safe. You want them to have joy, and you want to have joy. The number one thing. The number one thing. If I had to take away the other two, this one thing alone is a game changer and a cheat code for all ages of your kids. I've got a 7-year old, I've got a 15-year old. And the older they get, the more they need of this one thing: physical touch. What do I mean by that? Science will tell us that kids and adults need about 12 hugs per day to be really in the joy mode. You're like, oh my God, 12 hugs a day. That's crazy. Well, I start every single time when I see my children, 12 seconds, hug them. And I have two of them that love it. My oldest boy, we get hugs as I'm probably more in the 4 to 8 range. I'm probably at about 8 by the end of the day, depending on with school. That's the goal. That's what you want, is you want them to feel that, especially as a dad. And even the child that doesn't like it, we still hug, and the other children hug, and we all get in and hug. Let me tell you, that's been a game changer. The other two children actually help out with the one child for me that doesn't like hugs, but we all get it in, and as much and as many as possible. These will bring trust. These will bring connection. They will feel safe. They'll feel trusted. They'll feel that you're with them, not just when you put them to bed and not just when you wake up. You bring that out, stir that gift. Okay. The second thing, quickly, words. I have each one of my children and I give them a word of encouragement, one on one. I take them aside and I say something to them, to degrees of, I loved watching you do this. You are really great at this. You are really doing well in your work. I've got kids in school, and it's tough sometimes for them. Very specific things that you can encourage them about. Very specific. The more specific you can get, the better, because they need those words to replay in their mind. Just like the negative things replay in their mind of how they don't fit in, or they're not pretty enough, they're not good enough. You need to put that specificity that they are incredible at what they do, that they're unique and special in their own way. It needs to come from your voice. And for me, one-on-one, that that brought instant engagement, instant reconnection. I felt like I got years back just by doing that. Lastly, and the third one is serving. I'll give you a bonus, so stick with me. There's a bonus as well. There's a bonus. Third one is serving. What do I mean by serving? Now, many of you may do things for your kids, and as a dad, like I'll cook, and I'm not always the best cook. I don't always have the best meals. My kids are tough. They're a tough crowd. They're a tough crowd. But I will say this that I do my best, and there's certain things that they like. I try and really do something in serving them that they like. Sometimes it is cooking for them because I could easily tell them, "Hey, you go make that." But I'll make it because I know that they like it. And sometimes I will clean up for them even though they have chores that they clean up. But sometimes I know that they really like it. Be ready to serve. Be ready to be humble. Be ready to lead. And I found that the more that I was humble to serve them and do those things, connection exploded. My littlest one, she likes it when I just play with her. That's fun for her. Just having that time with her, or walking around, or doing things, or playing outside. Right. Lastly, the fourth one is this. Quickly, is prayer. Every time I'm with my children, I pray over them. Praying over them brings engagement. Praying over them, over your food and over your meals, it brings Jesus into the mix in all spaces and all times. So I pray over them. Usually it's before school and after as they go to bed. I like both. When I'm with them, I like praying before school. I like praying with them before they go to bed. And I want you to just begin having those scriptures. Psalms 123, Psalms 127 is children are a heritage from the Lord. Know that. Speak that over them. Number 6, that there's a blessing of peace and protection on them, right? So for you, if you're a divorced dad, you're struggling to reconnect with your kids, you don't have to figure it out alone. You don't have to do this on your own. You don't have to try and balance business, balance your children. There's systems, there's frameworks, there's all those sorts of things. If that's something for you, it's resonating with you, you hear it, you feel it, you need more of it, you want to cut the time, you want to reconnect faster, you want to have a blueprint and all that, let me know. Send me a message, reach out. I got 1 or 2 spots coming up here in the next few weeks or months, wherever you jump in, and love to see where you're at and see how we can get you there faster. God bless you, and I'm going to see you on the next one.